Hello, today I would like to talk to you about graphic design and photography. I am going to be telling you about some of the innovations that graphic design has had, the history of graphic design, the reason why I'm so passionate about graphic design, and the reason why I have chose graphic design as my major. When you think of graphic design, you think of pictures. But it is so much more than that. It's so complex than you could ever think of. Some of the innovations that I'd like to talk to you about is camera lenses, cameras, and apps. These all have a big, huge role when it comes to being a graphic designer and a photographer. Lenses, there is standard lens to a micro lens, zooming to no zooming. There's so many different options out there for you. Cameras, there are so many different cameras. There's cameras where the lenses don't come off, or where they do come off, where you can't see the back of it. There's so many different cameras to choose from. The Canon Rebel is the camera that I like. You can find this at abouttech.com. Another thing I'd like to talk to you about is the apps. Apps are so helpful when it comes to being a graphic designer. Adobe has made InDesign. InDesign is very user friendly. You can use it to design just about anything. Now that I've talked to you about innovations, I would like to tell you about graphic design history. When you think of typeface, you think of a normal typewriter, but there are so many different options for typeface. There's serif, sans serif. Another thing I'd like to talk to you about is revolutions that graphic design has had. Graphic design is so big to me. It's an art form. It's in every different kind of way you can think of. When you think revolution, you think change or the Industrial Revolution. Well, graphic design has played a big key in all of those. From photo to magazine to creating billboards to advertisement. There's just so many things that have changed and continue to keep changing. I found this at design.org, designhistory.org. Symbols and meanings. When the first letter form was made, this was consisted of symbols. And the first letter form was made in 1200 BC. And we continue to use them today. It's pretty big. After telling you about the history of graphic design, I would like to talk to you about the reason why I am so passionate in graphic design. Graphic design is made up of so many different styles, and I am free to change any form, any platforms, anything to the way I want it to. I love being able to take pictures of my family and other people's families and nature and outside things. It's really fun, and being a graphic designer, I can do that. Graphic design has so many different things to choose from: taking photos, designing billboards, magazines, websites. The list goes on, and what makes me be so passionate is that I have all those different options to do. It's never ending for me. After telling you about the reason why I'm so passionate, I would like to tell you why I chose graphic design as my career. When I was thinking about my life and what I wanted to do for the rest of my life, it was not working at a restaurant or working for somebody else. It was being able to be at home and doing the things that I like, and being able to be around family and things that I love to do. Choosing graphic design has been the biggest key part in my life since last summer until now. I am a sophomore and I have learned so many different things. And being a graphic designer, this is possible to you because you can be as creative as you want. Um, I decided to do graphic design because this was like one of the closest things to photography, and I love taking pictures. Love taking pictures, capturing memories, and being able to show them or present them when people are coming over or just to look at every day. Um, I am always learning about new things. There's never a day that I don't learn something. And being able to be a graphic designer and choosing that as my major is pretty important to me. Um, I'm a mother of four, so being able to do something that my children are allowed to do as well, and they're able to help me with and be my models, or it's really helpful being able to do something that you're able to stay at home. And that's the reason why that I chose graphic design, is to be able to stay at home and be with my children. Now that you know why I have chosen graphic design as my degree, I want to take you back to the innovations, history, passionate, and the reason why I chose it as my degree. I hope that today you have learned about graphic design and myself, and I hope that there is room for more learning.